If you are seeing this right now, know that somebody did not want you to get this message. I have been trying to film this for over an hour, to the point that when I walked through my front door to sit down with the intention to film this channeled message that Spirit wants me to get out to the collective right now, I was coming home with a latte I had just bought. Literally, as I walked through my front door, what do? Randomly, out of the blue, I dropped the latte all over me. And instead of letting that ruin my day and causing me to not film, I changed, I cleansed, I sat down here, and I knew right in my gut, in my intuition, that is someone, whoever it is, the collective group of people, whoever, does not want you to see this message. They do not want you to know that October is literally about to bless you more than you have ever been blessed in your entire life. This is a channel that I've been getting so strongly ever since the start of October, and it's really funny because October is it just feels like a month of completions. It feels like a very interesting season overall for me personally. I always have the worst time in September. I don't know what it is astrologically. This recent September in 2025, we did just have a very, very, very intense eclipse season that was truly, and I mean truly, the upheaval of so many different things, so many different moving parts and pieces within my life, within a lot of the collective's lives overall. And so I truly feel that moving now into October 2025, especially out of that eclipse season, it is marking the not only end of certain cycles, phases, people, places, things, but it is marking the completion of learning certain karmic lessons, soul lessons, and the beginning of certain life paths, life missions, soul missions. It is just this very beautiful ending and beginning energy. It quite literally, if I was to give an animal to represent what the month of October is meaning spiritually right now for this collective, it is the phoenix. It is true-heartedly the phoenix. You have gone through such an intense period of purging, of worry, of doubt, of tower moments, of dark soul of the nights. So many times you were crashing out. You didn't know how you were going to make it to the next day. You've been sitting down and you've been on your Zoom. You have been praying, you have been manifesting, you've been sitting down with God, universe, spirit, your angels, whoever, asking them, okay, what do I do next? What do I do next? I like to use this analogy of, oh, it's raining, it's raining outside, and you sit down and you pray and you say, okay, what can I do to make it stop raining? Because I'm sick of the tired, gloomy, weary energy. I'm sick and tired of waking up every single day and feeling like I just don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. I don't want to get up and clock into work. I don't want to do anything that I'm supposed to do because I just feel so heavy emotionally, physically. I feel like my body, my mind, my soul is just being drained. What can I do? So you sit down and you pray to God, universe, spirit, your angels, whoever, and you say, what do I need to do to make it stop raining finally? And God, universe, spirit sits down with you and says, okay, you need to do XYZ. Now, for this collective in this analogy, you did this months ago. You have been through a very long period of time where you have already sat down and you have been told directly from God, universe, your guides, okay, you need to be doing XYZ in order to make it stop raining, in order to make this heavy feeling stop and finally go away. And so you have been doing that for the past couple of months. You have been faithful. You have held onto your hope. You have been subservient to the divine in the sense of understanding that if you were sitting down and asking for divine help, for divine guidance, you are going to receive it. You are going to get what it is that you have been asking and praying for, right? And so you have been doing that faithfully. But as time goes on, the more and more time that passes, the more months that go by without actually seeing the rain stopping, you start to sit there and wonder, okay, but when is it actually going to stop raining? And you kind of get to the point, and in the analogy it goes, okay, I did what you asked me to do, but why is it still raining? I don't understand why it's still raining. And God, universe, spirit has brought me today to tell you that finally it is going to stop raining. Your way out is finally going to come within the month of October. And I'm here to tell you right now that you were never denied. It has only been delayed. Why? It has been delayed in order to bring you not just one of the things you were asking for, not just one of the blessings that you've been trying to manifest, you've been praying for. You are going to get so much more than you have ever thought in your life. You are going to receive receive more than you have been thinking of. And whenever I get this download and the message just keeps coming stronger and stronger every day, I get this visual image from Spirit of a table, a literal feast that has been prepared. And it kind of looks like you had your little order form and you may have ordered a couple of dishes and you're like, okay, I want to, fill up my little tray and I'll be happy and things are going to be good to go. But God Universe, they said no. They said, no, you don't deserve that. You deserve something so much better. You're sitting there only asking for this small tray. We have an entire table. We have a dining room table that's going to feed 12 people instead of your measly one portion that you're asking for. And that is what has taken time. That is why you have been tested and you have been forged and molded in order to be able to receive this entire table's worth of blessings. Because if you were to have been given this table of blessings earlier on than right now, when this video is finding you, when you are receiving this confirmation that this is about to come into you, manifesting for you before the month of October is over, if this were to have come to you at any other point within this year, within recent time period for you, you would have not been ready. Your nervous system wouldn't have been ready. Your body wouldn't have been ready. Your soul, your energy would have not been ready. You would have received these things and you would have been so overwhelmed. You either would have self-sabotaged, you would have stumbled across it, or you would have tried to give it to people, places, and things that do not deserve it. That is the second part of this message. You cannot bring everybody with you to this feast. This is a feast, and while I can feed 12 people, it is meant solely for you, because you have been on your Zoom. You have not only been on your Zoom and doing what you need to do, you have been going through the very uncomfortable truths, the uncomfortable healing moments, the uncomfortability of sitting down with yourself, quite literally in silence, screaming, crying in pain, and understanding and coming to terms that not every single aspect of you is quote unquote beautiful or nice to look at, but that is still a part of you. And because it is still a part of you, it is still worthy and deserving of respect, it is still worthy and deserving of love, and it is still worthy and deserving of your compassion. Nobody is perfect. Quite literally, no human being on this planet is perfect. And you have come to that understanding, and you have started to finally make peace with not only your light aspects, but also your dark aspects, your shadow aspects. And because you have been doing this intense work, and you know that this message is for you if you're feeling it in your heart space right now, in your soul, you know that it is not easy to alchemize. You are an alchemist. You have taken all of the pain, the trauma, the doubt, the worry, the fears, the anxieties, the self-limiting beliefs that other people have pushed onto you, other people have tried to project onto you, to try to deeply ingrain within you as it has been embedded within them. You have taken all of that. You have realized that no, that is not your mission. No, that is not your story. No, that is not your purpose. You are not a victim. You are somebody that bad things have happened to, but you have taken all of that and transmuted that and alchemized that for your power, for your benefit, for your gain. You are nobody's victim. That is something that Spirit really wants me to say right now. You are nobody's victim. No matter what has happened to you in your life, you are quite literally nobody's victim. Nobody has ever taken anything from you in any of these situations that was not ever going to be returned to you, or that was not ever going to be rebuilt from the ground up into something so strong and so beautiful that it could never be taken away again. Nobody has ever taken anything from you. You are not a victim. You are not powerless. You are powerful. I want you to understand that. I want you to claim that. I want you to affirm that to yourself, that you are not a victim. I want you to comment in the comments down below, I am not a victim. I am powerful. I am an alchemist, because that's what you are. Every single time that somebody tries to take you down, every single time that somebody tries to throw dirt upon your name, every single time that somebody tries to take and steal and siphon energy from you, you stop them in their tracks. You stop them in their tracks simply for being you, simply for living and standing in your authenticity. You stop these people dead in their tracks, and that is what drives them crazy. That is what they cannot stand, that no matter how many times they try to take you down, no matter how many times they try to take your light and steal from you, that they will never ever be successful. You are one of God's chosen ones. You are one of the universe's favored. You are here right now on a divine purpose, on a divine mission, and because of that, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. All of these people, all of this nasty, disgusting stuff that's been done in the dark is finally coming out to light. It is coming out to light. And not only are you receiving these blessings, this table, this feast worth of blessings now in the month of October, you are about to see just how many people are going to get their comeuppance. Everything that they have sown, they are going to reap. All of the dirty stuff that they have done in the dark is finally going to come to light, and that mask, that facade is going to come off. Whether they tried to receive and just recruit other people to be a part of this disgusting agenda, whether they have been doing it all by themselves, all by their lonesome, making fake accounts to stalk you, keeping tabs on you, asking everybody and their mother about you to try to get some news about you. None of that's gonna work. Quite literally, none of it's going to work. Everything is going to come to light, and you are going to get your justice. You're going to get your justice. That's coming very heavily from Archangel Michael. You are going to get your justice in this situation. You are going to receive your justice and your blessings, and this individual or this group of individuals is going to receive their divine retribution. I'm stumbling on my words right now. They really don't want me to say this. They don't want me to say this. They don't want this truth out. I don't know whoever it is. Too bad for them. Too effing bad for them. The message is still going to be received, delivered, and heard, because this is finding you right now for a reason. This is quite literally finding you for a reason. And I feel called to mention right now, what I had spilled on me was a matcha latte. So this could be resonating for somebody if you're on like a fitness journey right now. You really genuinely like matcha, your favorite color is green. Something about that is significant, so take that as a confirmation sign that this message truly is for you. Maybe you've been really trying to work on your health. Maybe you've been really trying to work on your appearance right now, because you've had so many people cast their own projections, their own insecurities, trying to make you think that you're not beautiful, trying to make you think that you're not worthy because of your appearance, trying to make you think that you don't belong in certain places and spaces simply for how you look. And it is the most ridiculous, idiocratic thing I have ever heard in my entire life. You deserve to be here simply for being you. Simply for being you, you deserve to be here right now. And quite literally, you are made in God's image. You are a divine creation from the universe itself. Why would you not be worthy? Why would you need these other people's validations? Why would you need to fit into these BS beauty standards that are quite literally built and created to perpetuate the insecurities and prey upon the insecurities of people in order to have them fund this multi-billion-dollar capitalistic industry? You are so incredibly beautiful just the way you are right now. If somebody who is watching this, if you've been thinking that you need filler, if you've been thinking that you need to get some type of plastic surgery or something, my love, you do not. You don't need any of that. You genuinely are so beautiful. You have no idea how many people look up to you. You have no idea how many people simply just look and stare at you out of awe. And I want to tell you something so that it really sinks into your mind right now. How you see yourself is not how the world and other people perceive you. What you see in the mirror, your eye is trained to see it every single day, day in and day out. So you don't notice certain things about your appearance that other people find very beautiful. And you do not understand the light and the brightness of your soul and your aura. Your aura can quite literally make or break how somebody else perceives you. You could be the most quote-unquote textbook attractive person in the room, but the second that you open your mouth, if you have a very nasty aura, a very nasty energy upon you, nobody's gonna find you attractive. You know how some people have this saying of, oh, they were so good looking, like I was so attracted to them until they opened their mouth and then the attraction instantly died? That is because they just have a very negative aura around them. Their auric field is very low vibrational, it's very dense, and it's just not fun to be around. But you, my love, your aura is so beautiful, it is so bright, it is so magnetic that when people are around you, they cannot help but smile, they cannot help but enjoy to be around you. And that in and of itself is a very beautiful thing. That is a very specific type of beauty that's not spoken about these days. And there are different types of beauty. People are beautiful in their own unique ways, and you have no idea how beautiful you look when you smile at something that you really enjoy. You have no idea how beautiful you look when you are laughing in the moment of something. You have no idea the light and the spark in your eyes, how much light and life that brings to your face, to your visage, that people find very attractive, that people are very drawn to. And so when you sit there and think that you're not beautiful, and when you sit there and think that you're not valuable or worthy because of your appearance, I want to tell you that that is such a nasty lie that has been told to you, that has been sold to you, and I am so sorry. I would love to give you a hug through the screen. And yeah, those are the straight, that was all pure channels. I wanted to come on here and give you guys a little bit of a tarot oracle reading to move on with this, to tell you what is the next energy of the next 7 days of you seeing this. What can you expect? What can this collective expect and then the next 7 days? So I'm going to be using my Tarot of the Divine deck first. Spirit, what can this already right off the bat, King of Cups. Spirit, what can this collective expect over the next 7 days? What can this collective expect over the next couple of days? Hermit. Okay. I'm gonna take, what's next? Knight of Cups. These are all very beautiful cards coming out right now. What else can they? Ooh, what? Ooh, oh my gosh. Okay. Ha 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 ha. Got a couple more cards. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else you want to say before I finish revealing this message? Anything else? Okay, that's everything. Page of Wands came out. Three of Swords came out. Somebody's upset. Somebody's hurt. Six of Wands. We did get the Lovers. We'll touch on that in a second. Two of Swords. We also got the, I believe I spoke about the Knight of Cups. We got the Ten of Swords. I want to talk about these swords really quick. So, did I get another one? There is some interesting energy going on right now between these three. I want to say that this energy right here, this doesn't really have anything to do with you, this Three of Swords. This has everything to do with these individuals that do not want you to receive this message. This has everything to do with the individuals who are quite literally unaliving themselves, I should say. Unaliving themselves or wanting to over the fact that you are so beautiful, you are so kind, you are so magnetic, you are so successful still, because every single attempt that they send towards you to drag you down has not been working. It just hasn't been working. That is what this energy is giving right here. They are just sick, and I'm hearing green with envy, green eggs and ham, Dr. Seuss. Maybe some of you really guys like to write poetry, you're writers, you're authors, you're creatives. Some of you maybe just really like Dr. Seuss. That's like a childhood nostalgic thing. Maybe go ahead and reread that poem, Green Eggs and Ham. See if there's something in there for you. That's a confirmation for somebody. But this energy right here is just truly giving, it's piss poor behavior. It's very disgusting, actually, that this is just the energetic representation of the greed, the hate, and the envy that these individuals have, simply because they cannot understand that no matter how hard they try to drag you down, you still keep getting up, you still succeeded. And they don't understand that when you are on a divine mission, a divine purpose, when you are one of God Universe's chosen ones, nothing can knock you off of your path. Sure, sometimes you may stumble a little bit. Sure, sometimes somebody will send you a little bit of negative energy here and there, and it'll kind of affect you, but it's never going to fully take you out the way that these people are wanting or hoping to. That is this disgusting energy. And then right here, Ten of Swords and Two of Swords. This energy to me is meaning some of you guys have to make a certain decision about something. You've been in the waiting room period and you're deciding and debating on something. With that creative energy is coming out, some of you guys are debating about starting a new business. Some of you guys are debating about some type of new creative venture. There could be content creators here, like if you've been debating starting a YouTube, a TikTok or something, take this as your confirmation sign to start posting the content online. Post your content. It does not need to be perfect. Quite literally, just post your content, get the message out there. It doesn't need to be perfect. Actually, imperfect videos are what get pushed the most on social media. It is the imperfection and the authenticity that people like to see, that it's very, very well received. And with this Ten of Swords energy, this just feels like you're coming out of this Ten of Swords energy right now. It feels like so heavy, what I was speaking about earlier, that the energy has been dragging you down, draining you so intensely, that this has been the energy that you were finally coming up out of. And this decision that you need to make, these Two of Swords, this is what's going to be truly the final. I'm hearing key, I'm hearing recalibration, I'm literally hearing an engine right now, like a key turning, a push start. Some of you guys have been manifesting a new car or something to do with your car, and if that's the case, take this as your confirmation that you're gonna get the funds that you need to fix your car. Your manifestation for a new car is coming in, because I'm literally hearing an engine revving and like keys jingling and the turn key to start your car. But there is a recalibration coming, that you need to make this decision. This decision that you have been sitting and waiting on is the active energy. It is the active push and the force that is going to get you out of this Ten of Swords energy, that is going to finally jumpstart and kick the rest of these blessings starting to come in for you guys. So that is coming in there. And I really do feel like we had the Hermit card come out pretty early within this reading, but the first card that came out with this was this King of Cups, and then I also got this Knight of Cups. So you are coming out of this Hermit period. This has been a very, very intense period, and for many of you, and I know I myself personally can resonate, or it's been an entire year. It's been 1919 on my clock as I'm saying that. It's been a year that you have been praying, you've been on your Zoom, you've been wondering, God's universe, spirit, when am I getting out of this energy? When am I getting out of this hermit mode? It is now. The month of October, it is now. It is just so many beautiful confirmations that things are coming. Oh, and there's also, what is this, a hawk? I believe this is a hawk. That's very funny. I personally received some confirmation with a hawk eagle right now. So look into the spiritual symbolism of a hawk and an eagle. That is a message for somebody. But just like, this is very beautiful energy right here. The return to nature is finally coming. Go out into nature more. Some of you guys, especially if you're creative, if you've been having creative block, if you've been having writer's block, if you've been trying to figure out what exactly it is that you need to do to like get the answers of where you need to go, you know, you're sitting there saying like, God, universe, spirit, my angels, like, I have a decision to make and I need more clarity, I need more answers on what to do. Go out in nature, go take a walk literally outside. It is best if you can go take a walk in a forest or some type of nature trail or something of that nature. But if you can only take a quick walk around your your neighborhood right outside where you live, go ahead and do that. The fresh air, know that when you start to feel the breeze of air, that is your spirit guides, that is your angels that are with you, that is universe with you at that moment. And as you are on this walk, know that you are going to receive the downloads. Open your mind and your heart in that moment, and whatever comes to mind, know that that is a divinely led idea, that is a divinely led message coming through for you. Okay, that's what's coming through in that right there. And then we also got Three of Coins, Six of Wands. There's some money coming in. Every time I see this card of the monkey, there's some money coming in. The funds are on the way. The funds are on the way. The money that you need in order to make all of this happen, the money that you need to fund your dreams, your goals, your ideas. Some of you guys are moving. If you're stressed out and worried about where the money is going to come to move, where the support is going to be coming in to move, God, universe, spirit right now is saying that they are putting not only material blessings for you, not only these opportunities and these doors opening upon this feast of opportunities coming through, there are people on the way as well. There are people on the way as well. And I very seriously, with this Lovers card, for some of you guys, I really do feel for about half of this collective, what is coming through is your soul family, soul tribe. It is friends or platonic connections and relationships that are coming in to really help you throughout this period. And especially, I'm hearing mentors, coaches. If you've been debating going to see some sort of life coach, if you've been debating calling an old mentor of yours or getting into some type of like coaching or counseling, please go ahead and do that. Take this as your confirmation sign to go do that. And that is who is going to be 2211 as I'm saying that. That is going to be your help in this situation right now for a big portion of this collective. The other portion of this collective, you have been manifesting love and you are receiving your genuine love. You are receiving a life partner that is not only somebody who loves you very much, loves you very deeply, genuinely wants the best for you. It makes them happy to see you happy is the energy and the message that I'm receiving right now. But this is going to be somebody, do you see how I really love this card in this deck? Do you see how she's lovingly hugging the dragon and he's very, very large? This is a protector, and doesn't matter the energy, this is a very protective, dominant energy coming through who this romantic partner is. And this is somebody who is going to be very stable for you, and this is going to be somebody who's going to also bring blessings. I'm also hearing Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, so very strong earth sign energy coming in for this individual. This is somebody who is very financially stable, who's very financially independent. They're very responsible, and they are a very, I don't want to say serious person, but when it comes to their money, when it comes to their stability, they don't play about that. I'm very, very heavily picking up on that Taurus energy. They don't play about their stability right there, okay? And so this person coming in is not only going to support you and genuinely love you for who you are, and it makes them happy to see you happy, to see you reach your goals and to see you also be in stability is going to be a main priority for them, because they see you not only as the person that they love and their partner, but they see you as a unit, meaning that you and them operate at the same level, you are equals, and that you need to be together at the same time, okay? So if they're financially stable and they have all other things together and you're maybe in this transition period where you're not, they are going to make it a priority. They are going to make it their mission in order to actually make sure that you are stable alongside them. So this could mean them helping you be a little bit more financially stable right now, taking care of some of the bills, helping you move in this situation right now, or maybe you're trying to go back to school or like trying to switch careers or something of that nature. This person is going to be your stability. This person is going to be your rock during this period of time. And so this is the support coming through. I don't necessarily want to say that this person is coming in to save you, because again, as I said earlier, you are not a victim, you are not powerless, you are powerful. This is just somebody who is divinely led and divinely guided towards you, that is going to be giving you the support that you need, because what you lack right now is not the ability to save yourself, not the confidence to stand tall on your 2 feet. It is not the lack of confidence to know that you have a goal and a mission that you are going to fulfill and that you are going to go ahead running towards full force. It is not that case. This is just somebody who's going to help and support you in that time, because everybody needs support. Human beings are not solitary creatures. You need help, you need support. And so God, Universe, Spirit is saying that for half of my collective right now, you are receiving this romantic partner that you have been manifesting so heavily, so deeply, and this is going to be very beautiful. I'm hearing that you are going to be here meeting them by around the last week of October, maybe around Halloween time. If you've been thinking about going to a Halloween party or something very social related around the last week of October, that's a really good idea for you guys. And for the other half of the collective, please reach out to teachers, mentors, coaches, anybody that you've been thinking about speaking to receive counseling or mentorship, because they are going to be the people that are your eyes and ears to get you to the people, places, and things that are going to actually get you to where you need to go. And there is that heavy energy of stability on both collectives and help and support for both sides of the collective. And last card I did not touch on, I believe, was just this Page of Wands. Just this is confirmation that things are coming. So this is a very beautiful message right now, just from the Tarot of the Divine Tarot. And I do want to end this off by pulling some oracle cards for y'all. And this is my Seasons of the Witch, I believe, Mabon is it Mabon edition? Sorry, y'all. Yes, Mabon edition. We're doing the Mabon edition right now. So I really love all of the Seasons of the Witch Oracle. For some of you guys watching this right now, you are readers yourself. If you have been looking for a new deck, if you are really looking to get into Oracle decks, I really recommend, or Spirit's asking me to point out, the Season of the Witch Oracle collection, because there is multiple different decks in correlation to the different holidays, that different like pagan holidays that are around the year. So look into the entire collection and see which one resonates with you guys. I know the original one was the Samhain one. That is the only one I don't have in my collection that I need to purchase. But for some of y'all, you may be resonating more with the Beltane deck. Some of you guys may be resonating a little bit more with the Lamaze version. There's multiple different versions of the Season of the Witch, so look into that if you are a reader yourself and you have been looking for a new deck, and see which one truly calls to you, because there's going to be specific messages I'm hearing within that specific 27 on the clock. There's going to be specific messages within that edition of the Season of the Witch Oracle overall, and Spirit's asking me to tell you to read the entire guidebook that comes with the deck. But for the collective, we're going to end this off with a 3-card pull. The Spirit, what does the collective need to know for the next 7 days, please? What does this collective need to know for the next 7 days here in October? Okay, one more card, please, Spirit. Thank you. What does the oh my gosh. What does the collective need to know? Oh, not taking those. Oh, there we go. Found it. Got it. Okay. Oh, this is funny. I pulled this a little bit earlier. First, our last card out is number 41, Whiskey. Life should be sipped slowly with intention. Be patient as the vision reveals itself. I already know what this is about. Spirit loves to be funny, y'all. This entire card talks about, as one may like to slowly sip on their whiskey on the rocks, as one may like to slowly sip on some bourbon, sip on some whiskey just by the fireplace. This is what this card is asking you to do. In terms of your manifestations of your goals coming in, while this entire reading has been confirmation from Spirit that you are about to be blessed more than you ever asked for, you are about to receive everything that you have been asking for. And Spirit wants me to say right now, if you receive something, and I'm going to give you an example. Let's say you have been manifesting to move and you said, I want to move to Los Angeles, California really badly. Please do not be disappointed if you do move, because the move is coming, but instead of going to Los Angeles, you end up in, I don't know, Birmingham, Alabama. And I'm telling you this for a reason, because Spirit sees things, God, Universe, Spirit, your angels, your guides, they see very farther beyond what you can see in your immediate future, and they can see what is ultimately going to be the best for you. Whenever I read for people on a one-on-one level, I always tell them, if I'm giving you something that is a prediction, I am giving you, let's say, the most plausible outcome out of, let's say, 10 paths. So if I have 10 different paths right now that I'm seeing almost like in the future, the one that I'm going to tell you for sure in the reading is the one that has like a 90% probability of happening. It's never going to be 100. Nothing is ever set in stone within any type of oracle reading, any channeled message, anything of that nature. But what the prediction is coming through is something that's very, very likely to change. It's very, very likely to happen, I should say. And the only reason it would change, or the only reason it would shift and take off course, is if you do something or you decide something, because everybody has free will, right? And that's what alters the course. And I'm thinking, I just was watching, I've been rewatching the Twilight series. Some of you guys may really, really be into vampires, spooky season, Twilight. I'm also getting to tell you guys, if you like Twilight or haven't seen it in a while, to rewatch it. There's some messages for you guys in those movies. But I specifically was watching, I believe it's New Moon last night, the second movie in the series, and it's towards the end of the movie where Alice gets reunited with Bella, and she's like, oh my god, girl, like you're still here, like I saw you jumping off a cliff, what's happening? And she's like, wait, but I got the vision that you were alive, but I didn't see like you getting pulled out of the water, I didn't see like what was going on here. And then she realizes, like, oh, there's been some interference, so I can't see everything. Or I believe there was they talk about with Alice's gift that sometimes things shift and change depending on what that person's deciding in lifetime, and that is how things happen when it comes to giving psychic predictions, or sometimes what the divine has in plan in store for you. And I'm giving you guys all this analogy for a reason, and we're going back to the, let's say you wanted to go to Los Angeles, but you're going to end up actually moving to Birmingham, Alabama instead. And the reason being is because you don't see what God, universe, spirit sees, and they may see that, okay, if we take you and place you in Los Angeles that you've been asking for specifically, you're going to be really unhappy, you're going to have an awful time there, something bad's going to happen to you there. But so instead of that, instead of putting you somewhere where we know you're not going to be happy or cause you harm, we're going to move you to Alabama, to Birmingham, because you're going to love it, you're going to find the love of your life, you're going to have an amazing, beautiful time there. And you as the individual, that is something that you would have never thought, that is something that you would have never chosen for yourself. But it's always, for a lot of different people, they always get the, oh, I'm so happy I didn't get what I was asking for, oh, I'm so happy I didn't end up dating that guy I was obsessed with, because turns out he went to prison for something bad, like I dodged a bullet type of a thing. That is how God, universe, spirit works when they are divinely guiding you, divinely leading you, and you're asking them for their help. So with this card coming out, this is not only patience, to be more patient. I know it sucks, especially if you've been waiting a very long time like me. It's been about a year. Please give it until the end of October before you crash out and decide that everything is awful, that you don't have any more hope, that you don't have any more faith to have, okay? At least give it until the end of October, because I promise you something is going to happen that is going to renew your faith within the divine, within God, within universe, right? But to also not be disappointed or angry if what ends up coming for you isn't exactly what you asked for, because oftentimes what we ask for, what we think we want, isn't the best thing for you. And God, universe, spirit wants me to affirm and reconfirm for you that what is coming for you, you asked, like I said earlier, you asked for a small tray, a small portion. What the divine is giving you is a table full of blessings, a feast. And so within that feast, things are not going to look exactly how you were trying to manifest. Things are not going to look exactly how you were praying for. It is going to be so much better, is what they want me to really stress to y'all right now. And the second card that came out actually was Autumn Equinox. Nothing is whole without the acceptance and acknowledgement of all. The Autumn Equinox actually is what is also called Mabon, and this was last month, I believe, on September 24th. Do not quote me, I could be wrong on the exact date, but this marks the actual start of the fall season of autumn itself. And what the card is saying here right now, nothing is whole without the acceptance and acknowledgement of all. This is just extra confirmation that you have really passed a lesson. You have passed like a soul lesson here. You have released and let go of certain karmic soul ties, certain karmics in general overall. And because you've done this is why you're being blessed. Some people will go through the same cycle and karmic lesson over and over and over and over again. That's why some people tell you like, I can't stop having partners who do, like, who won't stop cheating on me. I can't stop having friends who are like backstabbers and they're awful. Because you yourself, and I'm so sorry to be the one to tell this to you, you yourself are not learning a specific lesson there, and the same lesson is going to show up through different people, but it's the same thing over and over and over and over again. Maybe the lesson that you need to learn if you keep having these awful cheating partners is to change who you're looking at it romantically, to change your standards, to say, no, I'm not going to put up with certain behaviors. No, I'm going to cut them off after I see the first red flag. And that's what's going to finally stop and cut this toxic cycle of having these awful romantic partners and you just getting hurt and your time wasted. Or if it's with toxic friends and whatnot, you standing up for yourself and you saying like, no, I don't want to hang out with these people who give me backhanded compliments or who are very weird and very cliquey and giving me weird energy. Like, no, I don't need that. I would rather be on my own for a little bit and wait to find better people who genuinely resonate with me, who genuinely want the best for me, rather than these weirdos who have their own self-serving reasons as to why they want to speak to me, be associated with me. And so this is just really confirmation here that it's like you're not a part of the people that is their reality. This is no longer your reality. You've moved past that. You have surpassed. Ooh, so I wanted to say suppressed. See, my words are getting jumbled. Somebody doesn't want me to say this. Somebody's mad. Somebody who is in that current collective of they keep going through the same lessons over and over and over again, and they're not learning. They're not getting any freaking better because they keep expecting a different outcome but not changing anything. And I believe that's like the definition of insanity, to keep doing the same thing over and over again and expect the same and expect a different outcome. That's what these people are doing, and it's just you are no longer resonating with that. You're no longer putting up with that, and these people can see that and they're mad that you have broken out of that toxic cycle and you're doing better for yourself and you're about to elevate so much more. And it's just like they can stay over there hating because you can't get inside the club, sweetheart. So we don't care if you're hating from outside of the club. You can stay over there with your weird energy and your weird intentions. It's really gross. Like, I'm over here like I want to cleanse this. Ugh. And a final card that we're going to end off the reading with is, apple of my eye. Not all that's alluring may be what it seems. See beyond the illusion. I think, and my eye is immediately drawn to, there is a dagger right here. My eye is drawn to that for a reason. And this is just giving lurking energy. This is just very much giving lurking energy and just confirmation that you have eyes and ears on you right now. There are people that are expecting you to not make it. There are people that are expecting on you to not get to where you have been wanting to go. And God, Universe, Spirit is going to use you as an example to these people to show people that when you want to sit there with your dirty little hands and you want to cast stones at people that did nothing to you, that do not deserve that type of treatment, look at how they're going to elevate them. God, Universe, Spirit is going to make an example out of you to show all of these other people. You wanted to talk bad about my chosen one. You wanted to speak bad about my divine creation and who I have chosen and divinely blessed. I'm going to show you right now, because you're not only mocking them, you're mocking me, is what God, Universe, Spirit is saying with this message right now. They are going to use you to elevate you, to make an example to all of these non-believers, to all of these people who think like, I don't believe in that, like that doesn't affect me. I don't believe in karma, that's never going to affect me. They're going to watch and see. They're going to watch and see how they're going to have to eat their words, because they wanted to sit there and be disgusting, gross for absolutely no reason, because they can't heal, because they have their own ish going on. They're going to have to sit there and eat their words and stew in their own jealousy. I'm literally seeing a pot right now, a freaking pot, and it's just like, if you want to throw all this stuff, girl, like put it in a pot and you stew. You want to have all this beef, all these issues and everything, sweetheart, put it in a pot and stew it. okay? Because that's what you're doing. You're stewing away in your own negativity, your own nonsense. Just like, and I'm literally seeing this right now, and I'm thinking, mal de ojo, like evil eye. Some of you guys, I have one on. If you can see, an evil eye protection bracelet and a czar. If you do not have one of these or some type of a protective amulet, God, universe, spirit wants you to get one of these and really like keep it on you. This is one that I have that I never take off. Please keep that on you right now as extra protection, as extra layers of protection right now, because you have these people evil eyeing you and they're so envious, and it is so funny. It is so funny, my love. I want you to know that this month, the rest of this month, is going to bless you in ways that you genuinely, truly would have never expected, would have never guessed. I'm getting full body goosebumps right now. And I want you to know that it's well deserved, and I don't want you to question it. I just want you to be expectant of good news, and I want you to let go of the outcome, let go of the expectations. Like I said earlier, if you have been moving to manifest to somewhere specific, I would like for you to let go of the specific location and just keep on and hold on to the faith that God, universe, spirit is going to move you to where you are going to be the most happy, the most successful, where you are going to be the most blessed and most loved. And that is the best possible outcome that could have ever come out of this situation, okay? I want you to do your affirmations. I want you to be listening to your subliminals. I have a video up on my page, my October Brings Your Dream Life subliminal message. I personally recorded that. I personally spelled that. It is literally a good luck attraction spell on that. All you have to do is listen to it, and it's going to be wonderful for you. I also just came out with spelled products, quite literally, for Halloween Samhain right at the end of this month, that not only gives you protection against evil eye, negative energy, negative entities, it gives you heightened intuition. So it helps you connect better with God, universe, spirit, your angels, so that you can better receive these downloads that you need to get the answers on where you need to go. I also put in a dream life, happy life spell on these products as well, to make every day feel like it's Halloween, of your dreams, of your childhood, to make you feel like you're a little kid again, who's just happy, who you don't have to worry about bills, you don't have to worry about where you're going, what you're doing, you just get to be free, and it's just very pure, childlike energy and joy overall. I put a lot of really beautiful intentions in those products, and all of the information, it's over in my Etsy shop. All of the information is linked down below in the bio if you would like to check out the products. Check out my other videos on this page. If you want the subliminal, that's free. You can just go ahead and click it. It is a free instant spell to help attract and manifest these blessings to you even further, okay? That is what Spirit wants me to just really push, is that everything that I've spoken about is coming. It is coming. It is on the way. The only thing that is not stopping you but causing it to be delayed a little bit further is your true, genuine belief in it coming. So if you can sit down and wholeheartedly 10 toes down say, I'm moving today, I'm moving at the end of this month, the love of my life is coming into my life, and you truly, genuinely believe that, and you feel it with your entire body, it is going to come so much quicker, okay? It's still going to come even if you don't feel like that, but the reason why it's been never denied, it's been delayed, is because you've been having a hard time holding onto the frequency of the manifestation of the attraction that you need in order to bring these things into your life. And that's why people will tell you to do spell work or to manifest or to do this and that, because it just brings you to the vibrational frequency that you need in order to boom, bring that into your reality right now instantly. And so that's why you will get the advice to do manifestations, to listen to certain things, to partake in spell work or get spelled items or anything like that. So everything, like I just said, is either on here on my YouTube, it's linked in the bio. You can go check out my Etsy. You can also check me out there for personal readings and whatnot if you would like more spiritual education or anything like that for me. You can also check out my Patreon, where I do free group spells. For my Patreon collective, I do more personal readings on there as well, Patreon specific readings. So if you like these collective group readings, I will be posting more on YouTube, but Patreon gets extra exclusive videos over there as well. So everything is in the bio. Please know that I love you so much, and let me know, come back to this video at the beginning of November. Come back to this video, save this video, tell me what happened in your life, comment below, tell me what you're manifesting and how it actually came into your life, okay? I love you so much. You are so loved. You are so blessed. And please drink your water.